one more thing before I yield the mic. Ha! N6, you made that tweet. I remember when you called me and told me that now your APC Egbon that told you that they are going to copy all PEPT's manifesto. And I was like, ha, ha, ha. I was like, maybe.
You argued with me that time.
I swear to God, this man carried this Tinubu is a dundee. This man goes through it. And I the way we're going to copy for class. The way that man going to copy for class. Ha! Oh, more the man don't reach up to, make 8 days. You never even spend, you never even see make him spend up to 2 weeks, or he don't copy back to back. He go copy plus to be red number. He go copy plus to be name. Ha! Okay, well done.
That's the way copied Donald Duke picture. One of the biggest problems when I came back to Nigeria, relocated finally, one of the biggest things I had to adapt to was exam malpractice in Nigeria. I confess, the girl that graduated at top of my class cheated all through. Why? When people have this as a culture, they will not stop stealing. They will steal manifestos, they will steal ideas. Let me take you people to Google, because I always take you there, because that's where the facts lie. If you remember, when Muhammadu Buhari entered in 2015, who remembers the era when APC used to steal people's speeches? Do you remember? They would steal Obama's inauguration speech. Buhari's inauguration speech was stolen. A lot of speeches Buhari gave were stolen, had so many excerpts from world leaders' speeches. These things are on Google today. The stolen speeches of Muhammadu Buhari. They Google. So to tell you that APC is a party of thieves, that is their standard. Because even before Tinubu came, APC has been stealing people's manifestos, stealing people's propagandas, stealing people's messages, stealing people's vision. But the wicked part about APC is implementation F9. The PDP mistake of 1999 took 16 years. It took 16 years. APC is meant to have been a pressure group. APC is meant to have been under Yelesho Worena, Revolution Now. APC is A1 opposition, F9 governance. So even if Peter Obi write down his whole manifesto, carry the password, the key, the everything, give them. That is my problem. That is why they have to leave that seat. They have to. Nigeria will never move forward. They went to go and copy subsidy removal. See the way they did their own. Like thieves. Like armed robbers. We are here now in this subsidy removal. We don't know how much Nigeria consumes. We don't know how much Nigeria makes. We don't know how much Nigeria sells. In this same country, a pipeline was found from inside the Niger Delta hinterlands into the ocean. A pipeline of almost 50 feet into the ocean, where barges were coming and collecting Nigerian fuel in the middle of the water. Did APC tell you that they have cured those little thefts before they told you they are removing subsidy? I've told people this thing is not subsidy removal, it is price increase. It is price increase. They have increased the price of fuel. Buhari ate 77 trillion naira of people's money and jackpot, and his friend has entered, is not ready to sue him to collect the money. So they've increased the price of fuel on your head. I bought fuel today at 520. 520. One of my Hondas on this thing, it used to cost me 13,000 naira to fix, I said about 15,000 to fill up that car at 66 liters. Now I went the other day, I bought 17,000 naira worth of petrol. They gave me 25 liters. 25 liters for something that used to fill your tank. No wahala, Nigerians. When you people are ready, share Lagos, and took over Lagos. I ask again, since democracy started, has there been any governor of Lagos that is from Lagos? Has there then the Lagosians got up to try and just see if they can just take their country, just this state, and they were beating blue black? Look, let me tell you, indigenous Lagosians, it is to further entrench these people who came from outside Lagos into Lagos. My father bought his. There's no Igbo man in Lagos that does not have his C of O complete. My father's C of O is complete, registered in Alausa. Trust me, there's a limit to. You see, if you know policy, at the end of the day, if Obasa comes out and Mudashi tells you that we'll be burning all Lagos markets now, that to me makes more sense than coming to tell me all these they are indeed. Look, you all know that these people are armed robbers. So if you're in Lagos and you think that policy will favor you, I ask you a question. You don't dey Lagos since Lagos no favor you. Person come out from your own side, enter night bus according to the Jaga bandit, Jaga moron, Jaga idiot narrative. Somebody live inside of Nigeria, carry nylon bag with bathroom slippers, enter night bus. This you don't dey Lagos since you never make am. You can't dey envy who come make am. I laugh. And you know the problem with APC is their illiteracy. If not for their illiteracy, you can at least sit down and explain things to them. And there is a city called Warri. Just go and ask Warri people what they use DEVE to do to all the companies that were in Warri. Indigenous, indigenous, development for indigenous, DEVE, drop, omwale, omonile. It's the same thing. You just have a larger metropolis. But I promise you, go and ask people from Warri what Warri is today. Go and ask. I always tell people, if you are humble in Lagos, how does Lagos look in December when majority of the tribes tells lies are saying that they will pass a law to protect indigenes? Let me tell you, Tinubu APC, they've been in Lagos since 1999. They did not pass any law to protect you people till a Lagosian got up to rule Lagos. Now they are selling you all these ethnic dog whistles. And if you are smart, that's why in this movement, I'm still cutting my cap for our southwestern brothers here. Because it's not easy. It's not easy. So if you are smart, don't give these people a chance. Shout them down. I always tell you, as an Igbo man, as an Anambra man, look at what we are facing with IPOB. Got himself his own radio station, got himself his own version of how he felt Nigeria was being unfair, and pushed his agenda. And I will tell you that this young man managed to capture the hearts, the minds of a lot of Igbo people with his movements. You saw Sunday Igboho as a Yoruba person. Shout down these things. Shout it down early. Take our own. You saw Shekau. You saw how Boko Haram started out as a pro-Muslim, us versus them. An attack on Boko Haram is an attack on the north. Boko Haram now is bombing mosques, killing Muslims. Dear Southwest, be the loudest voices against these people. Because there is something I wanted to tweet. I said it might be insensitive. But who remembers when they came for the Igbos and you said nothing? Now they came for the Christians. True or false? When they came for the Igbos and you said nothing, now they have come for the Christians. Sure, you say nothing to Abi? No wahala. God knows who next they will come for. It might be the real indigenous Lagosians. Because you need to understand, evil graduates. Evil does not revel in its success. Have you ever seen evil come into a family and say, I will destroy the father of this home, and then the rest of this family will have prosperity? No. Evil says, I destroyed the dad. Ooh, let me see if I can destroy the mom. Ooh, let me see if I can paralyze the firstborn. You have only one option against evil. Face it headlong and uproot it. I repeat, the East has not survived our own. You are a sophisticated nation, the Southwest, with a metropolis that is bigger than anything we will ever have in Onisha, Oka, all these places. God knows what your own version of Nnamdi Kanu might be like. if it's allowed to start with these ethnic dog whistles being blown around. We saw how much bile Adeyinka grandson had in him. So till today, UK government get up, go arrest that boy. But many people in UK have their own sentiments, but that guy's own had murderous intent. And then some of you are just maybe following us because these are the, as Saddam says, divide the north with religion, divide the south along tribal lines. Divide. The APC doesn't even divide and conquer because there's nothing APC has conquered since they entered power. They didn't conquer electricity. They didn't conquer oil and gas. They didn't even conquer the Nigerian people's support. So APC just divides and destroys. Because if they would divide and if APC was, let me tell you something. There's a country called Dubai. There are countries called the United Arab Emirates. Islam, Muslim ticket is not bad. Quote me. I'm saying it on this platform. Muslim ticket is not bad. Muslim ticket from top to bottom is not bad. Let me repeat it. It is not bad because if Muslim ticket is not bad, that means one day in Nigeria too, a Christian ticket should come in and nobody should condemn it. It is not bad. It is what do you do with leadership? In Dubai, everybody is a Muslim. But you see the country. You see the empathy. Dubai is one of the first countries that looked upon Nigeria and gave us visa free. A Muslim country. Did the Christian countries do it? All the Christian countries are collecting your visa money and rejecting your visa and palming it. Dubai gave me visa free. A Muslim country. True or false, people of God in this auditorium? Dubai gave us free visas tonight till we blew the opportunity. That's a Muslim country. But if you tell me that it's Muslim country you want to run with the likes of Nasiru Rufai in the top 5, or Mohammed Ahab and his cohort in the top 5, you are giving me Yemen. Even a Muslim will not be happy to live in Yemen. You are giving me Syria. Even a Muslim will not even be happy with what is going on in Syria. You're giving me Afghanistan under the Taliban government, a government that got up and said all the women in the country should not go to school and enforced it as a law. Even a Muslim will not support that type of Muslim government. So when you tell me that hardline Wahhabi terrorists are the people running my Muslim ticket, God damn every single one of them. Every single one of them. And I need to remind you, see, Nasir Rufai is not even smart. He's not even intelligent. He foams at the side of his lips when he talks. He's actually a near retard. But the problem with Nigeria is we have reached an equilibrium in education where somebody with 1% intelligence is considered a genius. As far as I'm concerned, Nasir Rufai is a dunce. He should have been nowhere near governance. Obasanjo said it clearly. He is an intelligent man when it comes to policy, but he's somebody that you should never put at the apex of power. He must be supervised by people who are ready to punish him. But Nigeria faffed around and made Nasir El-Rufai this. Let me tell you all El-Rufai is doing. He's setting himself up to be the next Buhari. That midget has plans to rule this country. So all he's doing is he's galvanizing his fan base of ethno-religious terrorists. They are a fan base in this country. The kind of statements Nasir El-Rufai made the other day, if he made it in Saudi Arabia, he would have been imprisoned. Do you know that Saudi Arabia is against the law in Saudi Arabia to preach hardline Islam? Nigeria. Those are the same stupid people that believe that they can kill everybody in the middle belt and take over their properties. Because if they looked at research and they realized that just one tribe in the middle belt has 7 million Nigerians, you can realize that there's no how you kill 7 million people in one lifetime. Not possible. But these are the idiots we have in power. I'm not even going into that. I'm just facing that APC bigotry and Nasir El-Rufai. If you remember, I called out Pastor Jerry Eze. I listen to him every 7 o'clock. He will share the link. I've never seen speaking in tongues being interpreted to speak English, especially when he's speaking English, he's either sharing the link or calling bank account details. I called out Jerry Eze on a tweet that went viral. I said, Jerry Eze, tell your people to get PVC. All Christian pastors, I'm not telling you people to see vision. I'm not telling people to prophesy who will be the president. Just tell your people to do their civic duty, which the Catholic Church did. Go and get your PVC and vote. Who you want to vote for is none of my fucking business. These pastors were faffing around. The one that came out and told you we must experience Saul before David as if we're in medieval times. And you listen to that man and you will not know he's a dimwit till politics of tribalism and bigotry came up. I always tell you Nigerians, the other day I've been driving, listening to Vawulence Space. Sometimes, in between Vawulence Space, pick up Vawulence Space, listen again. Listen again to this country so that you don't forget. As a Christian, wake up now and hate your GOs. Every GO that contributed to this madness, hate them probably more than you hate Nasiru El-Rufai. Hate your GOs probably more than you hate Nasiru El-Rufai right now, because those people put you here. They know they're not daft. If small Saddam and N6 can sit down in our room and in our topics we can discuss Nigeria, your GO that is worth millions of dollars and in charge of a church with more than 2 million registered PVCs knows better about Nigeria and Asu Rock. But they chose to sell you people a lie. Go and check Christianity. Christianity now promotes slavery pass. Christianity now push slavery pass. Christianity justified slavery. So no go carry religion play too. No carry and play. We are where we are because of what we have done. This is a nation that should have pressurized Bola Ahmed Tinubu from day one to have never had a Muslim ticket. Matter of fact, that thing should be in our constitution. You dare not ever run a unilateral religious ticket in this country. Even a unilateral tribal ticket in this country. Before you get up one day and there'll be Northern or Fulani candidates. Because if Muslim, what stops evil from progressing? Nigerians, please don't come on this space, listen to us, have a great time, crack up at the jokes, get Twitter punchlines, and leave. The aim of this space is to awaken your memory. The aim of this space is so that by the time we have drummed these facts and figures into your head, you should be able to be talking about Nigeria from memory. I was speaking with Saddam yesterday. I said, Saddam, do you know that in your last space, do you know that according to my documentation, we have discussed Nasiru El-Rufai on Vawulence Space more than we have discussed Atiku? Saddam, do you remember when I said this to you?
Sure, bro. So yeah.
More than we have discussed Atiku. And Atiku is a presidential candidate. So what is that telling you about Nasiru El-Rufai and his plans for the future? What does that tell you? We have had Nasiru El-Rufai has been a topic on this space more times than Yele Sowore, more times than any. But Nasiru El-Rufai is not even a presidential candidate. But tomorrow, you will have Nigerians that will get up after 1 year from today and forget the evil called Nasiru El-Rufai. Because there are people that are shocked about El-Rufai today. But El-Rufai's tweet saying if you kill one Fulani, we'll kill 1,000 of you. It's still on Twitter to today. So why are you shocked? Because it's the same idiots like you that El-Rufai will run for president in this country, and many of you will justify it. Because your pastor said he has not seen vision. That's how Pastor Bolaji brought Sanwo-Olu to his church, and he's telling me that a governor just got up and appeared in his church on Sunday, then finished in his church and came out and was an usher for a few more minutes. These are the people. Are they not the people? But you people will still flock to their. The Nigerian Pentecostal pastor will never open branch in northern Nigeria. Once he open 2 branch for Lagos, 1 in Lekki, he don't begin go UK, Ireland, America. They don't want to go open branch where Christianity is by the whip. They want soft life. If your GO does not repeat baths, if your GO, they keep up, they bath up, your GO is a criminal. Because at this point, let's be calling a spade this paid.
You get one where they do sponsor art for 2 not every 3 years.
Now them now. Now them. These days you don't know the difference between GO and Hush Puppy. You don't know the difference. If you look GO, look G Boy. You don't know the difference. GO and G Boy, same thing. In Nigeria, a GO, a general overseer of a church, had so much beef that his ops came and shot at him and killed 6 to 7 mobile policemen. How badly, as a minister of God, do you have enemies that want to kill you so bad they were ready to have a shootout with policemen? The only thing that saved your wife, your 4 children, was your bulletproof SUV. A GO in a Nigerian church. And these are the people you worship. These are the people you go and you'll be waiting for them to tell you who to vote for. The GOs that will set up political wing, political departments when their children are involved. But when other Christians are involved, all of a sudden they did not see vision for 11 months of the election period. But you people are going to flock there and pay your tithes and fast and donate money to people who have sold you to Nasir Rufai. I'm saying it too. Look, let me tell you, there will come a generation of children in this country that will become hardline Wahhabi Muslims. Because if Christianity in Nigeria keeps proving that it's cowardly, keeps proving that it's directionless, and keeps selling out the people, you would have a set of Nigerians that will get up, young children, and face Islam. Because that seems to be a religion that is serious in this country. Did you see any imam prophesying who will win election? Did you see any? They align with who aligns with their interests, and they move. Pastor go there. Pastor no the Tinubu side. You know the Peter Obi side. You know the people side. These are your GOs. That's why those Israel, Buba, Enecha, and the rest of them, I rate them. They're on the side of the people. But Tinubu, because he's Yoruba, I'm not a bastard. I rate that guy more than I rate Adeboye. That guy took his stand. I will not vote an Igbo man. I am not Igbo. I am Yoruba. I'm voting Tinubu because I'm not a bastard. You see that guy? I rate that guy over Adefarasi. Because till today, I don't know whether Adefarasi was for or against. But I rate that guy. At least that guy, if I sit down with him, I can argue for Obi. He can argue for Tinubu. If you sit down with Adefarasi, who will Adefarasi argue for? Who does Adeboye? Adeboye is a Baptist. Adeboye is a Baptist. Clearly. Why didn't Adeboye come out and be a Baptist? Was he not in support of Oshibanjo? Things have happened in this electoral cycle. I keep telling you people, the Pandora's box we have opened, we are not going to be able to close it anytime soon. And it's still getting worse. The Lagos State Speaker of the House Rep, I should be in prison. I'm going in my next submission. I'll give you an expose on Mudashiru Obasa. It's everywhere. He should be in prison. He's getting up to enact a bigotry law in Lagos. You see, that is the problem when law and order, cause and punishment are not followed. A man stole all his life, stole drug, stole cocaine, so they whole land for America, come off for $60,000, stole Donald Duke picture, stole name, stole record, stole Tinubu family surname, stole. You people allow him steal. You allowed him steal. He never went to prison. He never got chastised for it. He don't go thief. He don't go thief one whole country now. He don't thief one whole country. He don't go thief one whole country. He don't thief one country now. He don't get waiting to do. He don't go thief another person manifesto. He don't thief manifesto. That is what we warned. We warned. These people are empty. He don't thief manifesto. Oh yeah, implementation problem. If I tell you who my Egbon is in APC, anything I tell about APC, take it to the bank. But I will never reveal that man's sources. Anything I tell about APC, take it to the bank. APC is implementing your manifesto. Now, let me tell you what the final joke and the final laugh. To show you that Peter Obi is a genius. Who remembers that Peter Obi gave them the soup, but he never gave them the recipe? Do you remember that one thing Peter Obi refused to speak about in public was what? His plans for security. Do you remember? Peter Obi never told them his plans for security. You see, Tinubu will go. He will hang. Now, let me wrap this up by giving you guys a simple analogy. so that you can be very, very careful moving forward. In Anambra State, there is something called the Ngige paradox. Let me explain it to you. It's a theory I
The
created.
effect.
The Ngige paradox. Hold on. There's a reason why. The Ngige effect is inside the door. It's called the Ngige paradox. Let me explain. When Chris Ngige stole the mandate from Peter Obi, the plan with him and his organs were to come into power and steal money. Matter of fact, if you remember, what caused problem with Ngige and the Oba brothers was that they had agreed on how much Ngige would just be giving them as godfathers. They had agreed on how many positions Ngige would give them, but when he couldn't fulfill it, they fought him. Now, what is the Ngige paradox? When a man steals a mandate and has no legitimacy, he will fight and work hard so that you look at him with the kindness that you wanted to accord your hero. Bola Tinubu is suffering the Ngige paradox. Bola Tinubu is going to work very hard. He knows he came in there without legitimacy. He knows nobody likes him. He knows he did not win the majority votes. He knows that Abuja, that is going to be his base, did not vote for him. Lagos, that is his home, did not vote for him. His streets did not vote for him. Put yourself in Bola Ahmed Tinubu's shoes. He's not that gangster. He's a human being. The rejection was loud. Bola Tinubu is going to do a lot of things according to the lines of the Ngige paradox. And if many of you are not careful, in 6 months to 1 year, Bola Tinubu might be the darling of many of you bozos right here. And that is why I'm setting this alarm early. The Ngige paradox, Ngige went and built roads in Anambra. Go and ask. Ngige walked. Everything Peter Obi said he would do, Ngige did it. There were now people. It took Peter Obi 3 years to remove Ngige from power. Listen to why I'm saying this. There were people in Anambra that were already saying, "Hi, this Ngige is not so bad now. Let Ngige continue now. Peter, it took you 3 years now. Free it. Collect a post under Ngige PO." Even me as an Anambra boy, I was saying, this Ngige don't work. Oh. This Peter Obi will have such big shoes to fill. Are you sure it's not? But guess what? When the righteous are in power, the people rejoice. When Peter Obi entered power, everything Ngige had done, he crushed it in less than 6 months. It looked like nonsense. So let me tell you, Tinubu has entered. They're already hailing him. He was an astute politician. He stopped subsidy without the country is not burning because the second political candidate, the leading political candidate, has not told Nigerians go and protest because of subsidy. Because when the leading political candidate Buhari got Nigerians to protest because of subsidy, Jonathan could not even execute subsidy. So I tell you that if Peter Obi gets up today and tells Nigerians, "Come out, Joe, which kind of nonsense subsidy be this one?" Tinubu will not be able to implement it. He's having a field day because his opposition is a calm gentleman. So please, I'm going to wrap up with this. Be very wary of the Ngige paradox. You are in court. Every case that we have in court is beautiful. We are going to win our mandate back. It is clear. You can see INEC fumbling. You can see APC goofing around. You can see PDP in their foolishness goofing around as well. We are Nigeria's only hope. There are people in Sierra Leone that are obedient due to this thing we have done today. Elections all over Africa is going to have this obedient movement imprint moving forward. We are legends. We have started something legendary and we have followed it up. So be wary of the Ngige paradox. You have been shown that this man is going to. What my Egbon told me is, we are going to give you people Peter Obi's administration. It will just have Tinubu's face on it. So be very wary. They have your manifesto in public. They are implementing your manifesto. Today now they started implementing premium wage per hour payments. Because I know you Nigerians and your stupid memory. That's how you people woke up 24 years later and started arguing whether it was Tinubu that built Lagos or not. Before you know it now, Saddam, I know why I'm loud. Hi, Tinubu is he's not. You'll be seeing them forgetting that it's your manifesto.
Their pastor not going to tell them say, I share with told is God's win. It's God's
Thank
win.
you. when the will of God for the this thing, they are plagiarizing your blessing, but you think it's God's will. I repeat, say they followed Peter Obi's manifesto and removed subsidy, but they removed subsidy without empathy. Do you see the difference between the blessing of God and the blessing of the devil? So, dear Nigerians, because that's how you people got up and forgot that Buhari was a bastard and put him into power, and forgot that you had rejected Buhari for 12 years and 3 election cycles. You people are going to get up one day and forget that Violence Space hosted more spaces on Nasir El-Rufai than Atiku, and one day Nasir El-Rufai will run for president and you people will justify it. That Calabar boy on Twitter will justify it. Oxford University will justify it. Psychophants will collect money and justify it. People will justify it. I know why I came here and face this thing. Be wary of the Ngige paradox. I'm seeing some of you have started. Hey, I don't support him, but I must at least commend the president Bola Tinubu on the balls to have first subsidy and then remove it. God go punish. God, like I said, God won't punish you. Is this how subsidy should have been removed in any right-thinking country? Remember, the devil plagiarizes the gifts of God. But guess what? The gift of God is always sweeter than whatever the devil can package for you. Bola Tinubu, if it's not Panadol, it can never be Panadol. If it's not Donald Duke, it can never be Donald Duke. If it's not Peter Obi, it can never be Peter Obi. If the manifesto, Peter Obi's manifesto, is not being implemented by Peter Obi and Yusuf Dati, any other person implementing it, na lie, they lie. We are now doing subsidy without cutting cost of governance. You are seeing PDP people congratulating Tinubu, at least on his first week removal of subsidy. He done the stiff on a manifesto now. Tomorrow they'll congratulate him for this salary one. Next tomorrow they'll congratulate him. Next tomorrow he will go. Tinubu will still go to Egypt to check electricity. He will still go to Egypt to check electricity. Look at I bet this thing what they tell you. Dear Nigerians, stay woke. Stay woke. Stay woke. The time for fun and games is over. Nigeria can be great in our lifetime. Nigeria can be great in one electoral cycle of 4 years with what Nigeria has under the ground and inside the average Nigeria. All Nigeria has to sort out is great leadership. I yield. Thank you very much for listening to me. I will step back now and enjoy the rest of the show. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, my brother. Thank you very much.